Yo, yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. Um, Starting off on this episode here, I'm going to explain a few things in detail as far as what's inside the character menu and getting to know some of the characters that we have came in contact so that we can get a better understanding of what's going on as far as the story.
I heard about
Now, let me
that.
turn the voice down a little bit. I feel like I'm talking over these people. Option, voice volume, put it down right here for now. Okay, so when you go into the inventory, we're going to start off with bestiary. All right, so far we come into dogs and wolves, and these fall under beast. And if you go down here, it lets you know what they're vulnerable against. Beast oil. Put some of that on your weapon, and the fight should be rather easier. Under hybrids, we have the griffin. If you look under here, they are vulnerable to a grape shot bomb, hybrid oil, and the art sign. Let's read on this griffin. A, half eagle, half tomcat, just like on the Lord's crest. Except this un was carrying me dead's cow's steed of his scepter. Griffin attacks, witness, name unknown. Griffins were once only found high in the mountains, where they would hunt mammoths, marmots, and wild goats. When humans encroached on our land, however, griffins soon discovered a new source of much more plentiful and easier caught prey: cows, sheep, and shepherds. Though still wary of main roads and towns where folk with the means to hire a witcher are like to dwell, these half-eagle, half-wildcat creatures have gone from rarities to oft-encountered pests known throughout the northern realms. Especially hated are the subspecies known as the royal griffin and arch griffins. Okay, I wanted to read that because that's what we hunting. Okay, so we got necrophages, drowners. They vulnerable to necrophage oil and fire, igni, and got ghouls. And then specters, we got wraiths. Wow. Moon dust, of course, specter oil, yard and signs, and that right there slows them down. If they get trapped in the middle, it's like a circle of magic that slows them down because they like to disappear. And the king signs. That's to protect yourself. Alright, so we move on over to tutorial. And these are basically everything I already went over. And if I didn't go over it already, I will be going over it as we play through the game. So we're not going to do that. So you got characters. We will be reading off those. You got Cirilla. Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. What can I positively say about her? That we call her Siri for short? That she was born in 1251? That she has ashen hair and a scar on her cheek? All true, and that's the Cirilla I know best, the one I first laid eyes upon those many years ago, the one who seemed thoroughly, well, not ordinary, but certainly not as extraordinary as she in fact is. For Cirilla is also a highly skilled witcher, heiress to several thrones, the last bearer of the Elder Blood, a powerful source, endowed with exceptional magic talent, and the Lady of Time and Space. Her hair color and date of birth seem rather incidental now, don't they? I could also tell you she is Geralt's adopted daughter, but that would be a gross simplification. Ciri is much more. She is his destiny, his unexpected child, someone bound to the Witcher by fate's most inextricable tangled fetters. Following age-old Witcher tradition, Geralt took Ciri to Kaer where she came into his care. There he and Vesemir taught her in the ways of the professional monster slayer. It was then that her magic talents were first revealed, and they discovered she was a source. Ciri's gift proved a curse as well. Because of it, she would one day have to hide from the entire world, even Geralt. So we got Dandelion. I would wager anyone that you, dear reader, are a person of culture and taste, and therefore already familiar with me, Dandelion, in the role I am to play in the following tale. Nevertheless, allow me to sketch a few lines by way of self-portrait for the sake of thoroughness, and in the event you have spent much of the last half-century in some dark corner where the light of my star has yet to reach. Born in 1229, a talented poet and troubadour, a graduate of Oxford Academy, a frequent performer at royal courts, an unequaled lover appreciated, and in some cases adored, by ladies worldwide, a skilled negotiator and a stern orator, such is the image of the bard Dandelion, as painted by his friends and promoters. This image is, of course, somewhat overbright in its coloring. I personally prefer to think of myself as a dedicated artist enthralled to his muse, one whose work has benefited immeasurably from the fact that I was, am, and forever will remain a close friend and steadfast companion to the Witcher Geralt. It is his fate I chronicle in this present work, and his story which I shall sing till the end of my days. Okay, Dandelion, that was well put together. Okay, we got the homie Eskel. All witches have a great deal in common, but with Eskel and Geralt, the similarities are particularly striking. They first met as two boys of the same age swinging wooden swords at Karamorn. They then went through an ordeal together, their first round of selections, the murderous changes, the trial of the grasses, and training on the gauntlet, the witcher's daunting obstacle course. They also received hidings together for more than one of the childish delinquency. My bad. They also received hidings together for more than one act of childish delinquency. When they became adults, they walked the path separately, but still reconvened at Karamora nearly every winter to wait out the cold, drink to their successes, and remember fallen comrades. Though Eskill never gained Geralt's renown, he equaled the White Wolf in experience and carried out his contracts with care and efficiency. Death had almost taken him many times during his hunts, yet, in an ironic twist, the hideous scar on his face came not from a monster's claw, but from the blade of Daedre Admin, his highly unpredictable, unexpected child. Wow. Okay, so his son got problems, or maybe they was just practicing and sparring and he got caught lacking? I don't know. Okay, the man of the hour, Geralt of Rivia. Huh? Many cannot fathom the friendship Geralt of Rivia and I, Dandelion, have shared all these years. When we first began breaking bread together, Spiteful Tongue said he'd be better off cutting my throat and dumping my body in a hollow tree before I provoked someone else into doing the same to us both. Those individuals spoke out of pure jealousy, for Geralt was my dearest friend, a fact which he gave ample evidence of on numerous occasions. I could say a great deal about that world-famous monster hunter, the man known in elder speech as Gwynbleed, or in our younger yet no less noble tongue as the White Wolf. That name go hard. For Geralt of Rivia is a truly exceptional individual. A brief encounter might tempt one to label him a mere swing of swords, a simple monster catcher, a rough and tumble practitioner of a dirty trade. But peer closer and you'll soon discover he is a man of unplumbed depths, unique views, and vast world-spanning experience. On the surface, he is introverted, tight-lipped, one might even say gruff, but underneath lies an overflowing sea of goodwill, good humor, and an honest readiness to help his friends, be it with a bit of sound advice or the masterful application of his blade. Ha! Okay. Setting aside cumbersome false modesty, I can say that I know his story better than any man alive. I was with him through hard times and good, helping with wise advice, warm words, and razor wit. As a result, I'm a vital part of his story, both in its earlier and present portions. It is thus my duty to continue my chronicle and, for the benefit of future generations, put in writing the next chapter of his deeds and exploits. Well, that's mighty fine of you, Dandelion. What's up, my man Lambert? The youngest among the witches of Kaer and perhaps the last of a train within its walls. By the start of our tale, Lambert had proven his chops many times over, having hunted down many a mighty beast and traversed nearly all the continent's rims several times over. Yet, he had also developed a reputation for arrogance and sardonic humor, and his gruff, and at times excessively blunt manner could irritate even his fellow witches of the School of the Wolf. Whatever his vices, it went without saying that Lambert would brave the fires of any hell for his companions. Okay, so he seems a bit uppity. I mean, is there anything wrong with having confidence in yourself? And especially if you're willing to go through hell, fire for your companion, I mean, you can be a little sarcastic or have a little arrogance. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Okay, Vesemir. Vesemir was the oldest living member of the Wolf School, and most likely the oldest Witcher of any school on the continent. Bam. Okay. About as long in years as the ruins of Kaer themselves, and though eternally complaining about his creaky bones, this master of the Witcher trade gave no thought to a well-deserved retirement. Gray, but still spry, he continued to ply the monster hunting trade into his golden years, effectively too, and as he'd seen more beasts than all his students put together. A harsh and demanding instructor in Geralt's youth, over the years he had become something of an adoptive father and mentor to the other Witchers, always ready to help the sage advice and steady hands. In the spring of 1272, when our story begins, Vesemir had joined Geralt on his search for Yennefer, trekking with him through war-ravaged Temeria. Okay, and now we have Yennefer of Vengerberg. The Witcher first met this raven-haired sorceress a good 20 years back. Their friendship and the feelings between them were born of a common adventure involving a genie and a wish granted to Geralt that intertwined their fates inextricably. In the time since then, their relationship had, however, been quite stormy. Rich in ups and downs, crises and breakups, Geralt and Yennefer's love provides irrefutable proof of the thesis that opposites attract. A few years ago, Geralt and Yennefer had, after a long separation full of adventures for them both, gotten back together again. The moment of reports was interrupted by the wild hunt, which took Yennefer captive. The Witcher set out at once to save her, but lost his memory while doing so. When he finally recovered, he immediately set off once more on his quest to find his beloved sorcery, his beloved sorceress. So this is where we at. This is where we at with it. We after his boot thing, huh? The one that sent the crab or the lobster, whatever that was, into his bathwater. Yeah, we looking for her and Cirilla. All right, so those are the characters that we've met so far, and as we go through the game and talk more with them, those will be updating as far as like more onto those characters. If you'd like for me to read those as we go by when they update, hey, let me know. If not, let me know that too. We just want to make this entertaining and very enjoyable walkthrough. All right, so that was the character. Let's get back into this. Okay. Okay, so then next we have books, whether it be from the quest or books we pick up along the way. For those, what I'm saying, might want to collect all the books that they have. It'd be very hard to track, but people do it. This is your crafting area right here where you can do, what I'm saying, your armor, boots. We don't have much yet. We're just starting off. Chest. Here's your crafting components. You can't craft on the fly. You have to take it to an armorer, crossbow, and you really can go craft some junk. And then your silver and steel swords, then your trousers. This is your crafting. Same thing with alchemy, except for you're crafting alchemy substances, mutagens, alcohol, bombs, decoctations, oils, and potions. I'm not going to go into this. I'm going to go into this as I craft it. It'll be redundant to keep on repeating myself. All right, that's alchemy. And this is the inventory. Here in this section here, you got your armor and your weapons. These right here I'm collecting from dead bodies and different places I go so we can break down used materials or even sell it to get more gold because we need to get our guap up. Here is where you find your bombs, potions, and oils. Like I said, I'm like a wizard. I like to get into the oils and the potions and bombs. Um, so far, we only got necrophage oil. This is our food. This is things that we have relating to the quest items and then just miscellaneous stuff. And this is our crafting materials. All right. Now, this is the world map. We already been spending a lot of time here, and will be spending a whole lot of more time here. And this is our quest. Here is where the main quest is at. The secondary quest. We started off with lilac and gooseberries, branched off to killing the griffin, and then we branched off to doing a little side quest that we're gonna run into so that we can build our level up. Because you see here it says 3, so we got to at least build 3 so we won't get knocked off by the Griffin. We are playing on Death March. 2 hits from him will get us out of there. Here's where you find your Witcher contracts. So far we got 1 contract by the Devil by the Well. Here's where you find your treasure maps, your treasure hunts, and all that. And obviously, this is everything that we have completed. All right. Now, this is a very important screen here because this determines how you want to build your character. The red is the combat, blue is signs, the green is the potion, alchemy, the general, and then your mutagens. I particularly like to spend time in this area. I like to use magic, but I want to spend some points here so we can utilize the adrenaline points that we get. But if you look down here, just to get whirlwind, your first actual move, you have to spend at least 20 points in here. That means I gotta neglect a whole lot of points to put in here. So it's gonna be tough, but we'll see what we can do. I have one ability here called far-reaching ARG, and as you see, it says increase ARG's range by 1 yard and stamina regeneration in combat by ½ second. And the reason I picked this first is because if you go back to Bestiary and check out homie Griffin here, it says that this is one of the vulnerable weaknesses for him. So I got that. Thinking ahead. Alright, going back. And then we have meditation. This is where you go to replenish your potions. If you use, something like swallow or anything like that, you meditate and it replenishes. Alright, so that is detailed info about the menu. Other than that, I did do a little playing off not recording because I was doing like the discoveries. I'll show you here in the map what I'm talking about. Let's zoom out. I was going to discover all these little question marks here. You get a little experience based off what's going on there. I was doing some of those off camera. Some of those can be boring, but you do get into some good fights. And I don't know if you guys would like for me to post that or just stick with the main line. Just let me know what you want me to do in the comments. Alright, so I'm not going to continue on the current mission, which is seek out the hunter and find out where the body is at, and then ask the herbalist about that herb called buckthorn, because again we got to level up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and find the discoveries, do some side missions, and then come back and get with that.
Nothing left but to pray. Beg evil spares us at least. Geralt, thanks for everything.
Could you deliver us from evil?
Giddy up.
I knows what I knows. Else cares not.
Ugly bastard. Not good.
We'll flail your skin off.
Giddy up. Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be. Giddy up. Come on, Roach. Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be. place of power. Should draw from it. Go, go. Let's go. late to surrender.
Okay, so we just picked up our first piece of Witcher gear piece set. Let's check it out. Where would it be? Hold up. Crafting. Check this out. Requires level 2, and we'll be doing 49 to 61 damage. That's more, plus 23 more damage I'm doing now. On top of that, a plus 15% chance to poison on strike, and then 5% experience bonus against humans and non-humans. And we can put something in there. And what we're missing, an iron ingot. And we can get the iron ingot by breaking down one of those swords, or we can just buy it straight from the barter or armorer.
Slow now. Whoa.
Whoa there, Roach. Oh, you're fucked. Oh, you're fucked.
Time to move on. Faster. to just destroy it.
Giddy up. Let's go. Come on, Roach. Damn, you're ugly.
Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be. Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.